How much do you love it though, Nick? How much do you love it?
Oh, I'd say more than I love fruity ciders in Basque. I'd say. No, I'll take that back. I take that back.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
On the edge of the box is Madden. Madden trying to manufacture the shot, gets it away, it's there! Oh my word! What a goal from Paddy Madden! The Irishman strikes again! And is that the goal that's going to send Stockport County back into the Football League?
Mark, what are you looking at? Only messing. It's me, Nick Lee. Welcome to this Series 8, Episode 53 of the Scarf Bagara War, the show with more county chat than you can shake a moderately sized stick at, if you were that way inclined. Bit weird to me, but Series 8, Russ? Episode 53? 8 bloody years, and what have we got to show for it, eh? In some respects, it's a perfect metaphor for my life. So, it's fine. You know what they say, mate? If you're going to laugh at yourself, then it makes other people more inclined to laugh at you.
At you as well, yeah.
Yeah. So I think I'm crashing from last week, to be honest. I was on turbo last Wednesday, and I think I'm just, It's amazing how a defeat changes things, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought you meant from the episode last Wednesday, because that was a really good episode, wasn't it, with Dave last week?
I thought it was a very good episode, yeah. And it was a good week of you, and then Saturday kind of like knocks the stuffing out of you a bit, which will... I mean, my battery was dead by about 8:30 because of all the Twitter notifications I was getting on an account I don't even run. But things are roundabouts, isn't it?
Just log out of it. Nick, just log out of it, mate. That's all you've got to do.
No, but then there will be a point where I need to use it, and I'll be like, Ross, what's the password again? And then you'll get really annoyed because you've got a life and children and people to make happy and commitments and stuff, and I'll just be asking for passwords. How are you anyway, mate? You all right?
I'm all right, mate. Yeah, I'm all right. We thought there'd be an issue with YouTube because StreamYard was telling us that, but apparently it's coming through, and I've got the evidence as well. So yes, we're okay on YouTube, and hopefully it's coming through on Twitter and Facebook as well. So that's good. Yeah, but all in all, I'm pretty good, thank you. Yes, I'm loving everything at the moment.
Everything.
Yeah, World Cup, county. Even though we got beat on Saturday, we're still in a good place, aren't we? Ah. You know, what's not to love?
Christmas, isn't it?
Do you not like Christmas?
Oh, no. I just don't like people be happy, Russ. Just if I can't be happy, then no one else is having any of it. That's fair enough, isn't it?
Just very selfish, I think.
I'm not stopping people from like enjoying Christmas. I'm not like doing a Scrooge and I'm gonna be like actively a dickhead about it. I'll just keep myself to myself. Fine.
Fair dues. You're not wearing a Christmas
tonight anyway.
You're not
Christmas jumper? No.
No. I've got a special one this year for you. Not for you, that I'm going to wear just for you.
Yeah, I was going to say I can buy my own Christmas jumpers, thanks.
What have we got for tonight? Well,
apart from your Christmas jumper.
My Christmas jumper's coming up very, very soon. Not tonight. We've got Benji, who's joined us from Basque. Well, not from Basque. You're from home, aren't you? But
I've come from Basque, actually. But yeah, I'm at home.
Very good. So you're going to join us for the whole shebang. We've got no other guest tonight. Yeah, so just join in, just have a laugh. Yep. We'll talk about Leyton Orient on Saturday if we must.
Yep.
And we'll and we'll look ahead to the Charlton game on Saturday. And we'll discuss all things football and everything that surrounds the game. Shall we?
It's getting very profound there, Russell.
I think we should. So I don't know if we've got anything else to talk about. Admin wise, the gig for Laura Jameson, I think it's Laura Jameson, that is sold out.
On the day of the Tranmere game.
Yeah, so that'll be good. That has been sold out, which went really, really fast. And I think it's going to be standing room only for that, which is pretty good. So hopefully loads of money will be raised for that. And that's all I had. I don't know if you've got any more admin before we got to the
no,
footy.
that's right. Oh yeah, fantastic collection by County Supporters Cooperative on Saturday for the Wellspring, raised around £1,000.
Nice.
It's fantastic. A lot of Leighton Orient fans dug deep as well, apparently. So that's the admin I've been told to say today. So we've had a bit of admin each.
Lovely. What about you, Benji? Have you got any admin? This is the first time we've asked a guest about admin. Have you got any admin for us?
Not me, coming at my ears, mate. Loads of it. Yeah. I'll share it out if you want.
Well, is there anything coming up at Basque? There you go. You must have loads of stuff coming up at Basque.
We've got Gaz Wheeling from Epi Mondays playing on Sunday.
Nice.
If you would like to come. Yeah, we've got a good, really nice run now to the end of the year. And then we start again, don't we? Go at it again. Yeah.
And found out last week when I was with my sister that you went to college with my brother-in-law.
Yes. Yeah.
Small world.
I know. Yeah. A very long time ago now.
Yeah.
It's 97, 96,
97. Yeah.
Around that time.
Oh,
Yeah.
96. I wasn't even pubic then.
You know. I was getting there.
Oh, you! Oh.
I like it. Right, so Leighton Orient on Saturday. Where should we start with that?
Well, we'll start before the game first because we had a good little drink, didn't we, together?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, in Basque.
Yeah, our yearly drink together, and we also presented the competition winner with his shirt. Courtesy of Andy at Notion 8 days a week. Yeah, we went down. Picture is there on our social media for people who don't believe us.
The longest running competition in history. That's over a year, isn't it, since we started that, and the winner got their shirt.
But at the end of the day, he's now got the shirt that we played in the 97-98 season. So he's finally got it after that 25-year fucking wait.
What?
Ridiculous. Because it took a long time. I have to explain. I mean, if I have to explain my shit jokes, Russ, then
I was lost as well. And to be fair, I was like,
I think you've outdone yourself there, Nick. I think it was that shit. Normally, your shit jokes I get, but that was that shit. That it was like over here.
I'll be honest, mate. This has been coming. I'll be quite honest with you. This moment has been coming in the post for a fucking long time.
I suppose if you spew enough crap, though, this is what happens, week in, week out.
This is true. Yeah. But then again, if you're spewing out crap on a weekly basis, sometimes you do come up with some good stuff.
Yeah, true. A broken clock is right twice a day, isn't it? So, yeah.
Not a digital one though, because if a digital clock's broken, it's broken.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Digital nowadays, mate. It's not analog.
Yeah.
Grandad.
Okay, so yeah, we did have a nice time in Basque. Very busy as well. It would look nice to see it busy.
Yeah. Well, I think I was just saying before to Nick. I think that was our second busiest pre-match. I think Barrow was crazy, wasn't it? That first one, but good, nice atmosphere, wasn't it? And after the game, I believe I didn't go in after the match, but yeah, all good. Big love to everybody who comes in. It's like obviously my favourite day of the week when it comes to county match days in there. It's brilliant. Yeah,
it's great, isn't it? Good pies as well.
Great pies. Although this time they'd sold out before I even got a chance to have one. So more vegan pies, please, Andy.
Get the message out there.
Yeah.
Oh, bit of admin actually. We are doing. We're going to do a Christmas quiz, aren't we? It's not. No, we're going to do a football quiz near Christmas.
Yeah,
it's basically a big fat quiz format in it. You're Jimmy Carr, and it's me and Andy James against Sam Byrne and Liam Richardson, I think.
Yeah. So
amazing.
So we're going to do that at Stockport Gin. But Benji, have you got a quiz at Basque that we shouldn't get confused with?
We've got one. We do like a monthly one. I don't know when that one of yours lands. Do you know a date of it?
21st of December. Yours is the 8th.
Oh, no, ours is like second Wednesday or something. Yeah.
Right, okay.
I made sure of all this, Russ, when I was planning it.
This is why I need you, Nick. I need you in my life to arrange stuff like this.
Let's not be silly, mate. it just sounds insincere now.
So we're going to do a football quiz near Christmas in Stockport Gin. Are we having people there? I don't know. We're still to decide that, but we've got a team.
There's going to be a small audience. Oh, Canada just missed a penalty. God's sake! I'm sick of this. Right. Well, at least one of my two teams is doing well. Yes, it's going to be a small invited audience. It'll be friends of the pod first, and then the usual shit munchers. But we'll get a few people in there. Yeah, have a nice little. Gin's very Christmassy, isn't it? So
yeah,
I mean anything's Christmassy if you do it
around
right.
Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah.
So before we get into the Leyton Orient game, I'm putting it off as much as I can. Please do subscribe and like the video. If you're listening on a podcast afterwards, on the podcast player, Spotify, iTunes, please rate us and review us. That'd be great. Thank you very much. It helps with the algorithms, as my son keeps on taking the piss out of me for. And yeah, do all that good stuff. So let's get on to the Leyton Orient then. Leyton Orient match. How did you see that went? The match itself, let's just concentrate on the pitch.
Should we go chronologically?
Yeah.
That's like the best way to do it, isn't it, really? You don't want to start from like the last minute and then work your way back.
Yeah, or even jump around. I mean, that'd be crazy.
It got better if you start at the end.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much how it went, wasn't it? I mean, we were good for, 20-25 minutes? I think as soon as they got
we were more than good for 25 minutes.
Yeah,
I thought we were phenomenal for 25 minutes.
But it seemed they're very streetwise, weren't they, Leyton Orient? And as soon as they sort of sussed us out a bit and got a grip of it, it petered out a lot, especially in the second half. The second half just felt like a non-event for us.
That's exactly why they're going to piss the league.
HMS
just knew all the right things to do. They knew how to play. It was quite clear that the ref had just blow for anything, and they managed to, fair play. I mean, to be fair, we've been doing that in recent weeks more than it's something we lacked earlier in the season, and we've been doing it, but we just couldn't match up to them with it. But again, it's a narrow win, a narrow defeat against a team that's going to be up there at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could have had that game wrapped up at half time, couldn't we? There was a couple of chances. Could have been 3-0 at half time, I think, quite easily. So we only have one. I think we had one effort on target in the second half, though, didn't we? Was that what?
Yes. Wharton with a weak header, late on.
Yeah, it's just the cross didn't have much pace on it, did it? And it was
no.
But disappointing second half.
Yeah,
our goal though was that not? Well, we could talk about it, Russell, or we could just watch it.
Live, Sam Byrne, our match summariser today. Here's Woodson, edge of the box, lays it off now for the cross from Collar. Into feet for Paddy Madden, who laid off again. The Hippolytes! 1-0! County have broken the deadlock in the 4th minute of the game. Brilliant skill again from Paddy Madden. Put it on a plate for Miles Hippolyte, who drills it into the bottom corner. And the early breakthrough has come the way of the Hatters. Miles Hippolyte scores. It's County 1, Orient.
Honestly, one of the most well-worked goals I've seen all season. That was class. I'm just not taking any credit for getting the videos and all that. You expect it every week now, aren't you?
Yeah. And for balance, I hope you got the Leyton Orient goals. Otherwise, we're in shit.
Yeah, of course I have. Yeah.
Right, good.
I don't want any more of them coming after you, mate. I'm taking the bullet for you.
But that goal, though, someone said, and I quite agree with them. It was like a goal off FIFA, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
it's good.
That's what I said. Yeah, amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
Paddy Madden holding the L2 button to shield it, and
Is that what it is? Is it the L2?
L2 to shield. Yeah, that's my favourite button. Bump it up to the target man, and just hold L2 while you wait for the runners. Yeah.
What's your second favourite button in FIFA?
The power off on the console button when I go 1-0 down to like some 12-year-old kid who's inexplicably had it off with my mum.
Yeah, good that. I'm glad you've done that. I like the new Nick. This is good. Having clips of goals and stuff.
It only took a relationship breakdown and moving back to Stockport to make me do that, Russell. But all these years you've been willing for me to
contribute more.
Well, there you go. That's your lot. That's it done. Well, I spend half the week getting clips from my other podcast, so I thought, well, I'm here. Might as well.
Nice. I enjoyed that. I'm really good. Yeah.
Enjoy the next two.
You have actually got the next two, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell! I was hoping you wouldn't have them. So yeah, what about the first goal then? Anything to say about it before we move on, or is there nothing to say about it?
Yeah, it's slick, wasn't it? It felt a bit like last season actually. That just the way we moved the ball around. Yeah, beautiful. Honestly, thought we were going to go on to smash him after that.
Yeah.
We kind of did for a bit. We just couldn't stick it in the net, could we? Again, but no.
They definitely played as you said before, Nick, about they're going to piss the league. I think piss the league. I don't know, but if they keep on playing like that, they'll definitely finish top 3, won't they? Or even
I think they'll have it won with like a month or so left.
You reckon? Just because of one match where you've seen them play?
No, just from reading about them, I've seen highlights every week and what have you. They can beat teams well, and they can also grind results out like they did Saturday, and they know how to play the officials. They've got a lot of experience in that department, I think. Darren Prattley, who scored their equaliser, did not know he was still playing. He's just one of them players where you think, well, he must have retired at least 15 years ago.
Was he the lad that did the interview afterwards and spoke highly of us, or was that somebody else?
Oh, that was him, I think, wasn't it?
Was it? Yeah. I don't know if you did you catch any of that, Nick?
No, because once the game was over, I was off the pints. That was it. I didn't like spend my time like just giving weird takes and like winding people up and like consuming more content. I'd had enough.
Did you know I wanted infinite content? So I consumed lots more. But yeah, it came out Sunday, I think. Sam Byrne tweeted it. Really good interview. He said that we would be up there because we knew, we knew how to play. So he was quite positive about us.
Quite correct, yes.
Yes, I like it. So go on then. I feel like we're going to talk more about the goals that we conceded. So do you want to play that one, the 1-1 one?
Little bonus on the 1-1 one. If you look at the tree lens steps on the right hand side, you can see me returning from a piss.
Oh, right.
Finally, fame. Oh, let's have a look, shall we? Oh,
Make the most of that one, though. It bounces awkwardly. Oh, and it's in. It bounced twice, and Darren Prattley has headed it into the far corner. Well, it's a comedy of errors. The throw wasn't very good, and it actually bounced over the player it was intended for. Then it bounced again, and Darren Prattley greedily headed it home from close range. Ben Hinchliffe completely stranded.
Who's having a foul on Horsefall there then? That's what I saw a lot of people saying. I don't think so. Personally.
No, I don't. Have you seen that now?
You'd have if it was the other way around, wouldn't you? Like, you know what I mean? If it'd been like, I don't know. Not sure about it. No. If that had been over, we'd have given a penalty away, to be honest. It would have been given.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I was disappointed with the header in the middle that's not been won.
Yeah.
Where he's flicked it on. That's the most disappointing thing for me. Great header though from Prattley. This is good, isn't it? I know who scored now. I didn't care at the time.
Thanks, John Kieran.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah,
I bet you've heard more about Darren Prattley in the last 10 minutes, listeners, than you have like ever.
Yeah,
it's not normally like this on here. I don't like it.
What was knowing stuff and doing research and having clips ready?
Yeah, and having clips to reference. Next week, I'm going to be like Gary Neville with like the chalk lines drawn on it and all that. I'm going to annotate it.
I feel really uneasy about how well this is going. But yeah.
There's time.
Yeah. At the time, Benji, did you feel like it was a push or in real time?
Yeah, I did actually. But I also thought it was like under 10s kind of defending. You know what I mean? It was just like it all went in very slow motion. That's the first time I've seen it back. Actually, I didn't realize it actually got as much pace on it as I did. It didn't. From where I was sat, it didn't look like that at all. It looked like it just was just like very slow. But we had chances to get rid of that. I think it's just we didn't judge it very well, did we?
Yeah, that was it. Just basic stuff on it, really, that we normally do better with.
Yeah, very disappointing. Can't take it away from the header though. And
Oh,
Hinchliffe had no chance, did he? So
no. And at the time, I thought he should have done better. So yeah, no.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. No, yeah, it was a good. I don't think anyone would have stopped that, would they?
No, it's a free header on the penalty spot almost.
Yeah, he ran from there, didn't he? Certainly, yeah.
Yeah, got to give it to the lad. Should we rattle through that? Should we see the second one, Nick? If we must.
Can do if you want, yeah.
He picked a really bad
to the midfield. It's gone all the way through to Brown, who leaves it now for a shot from distance. Tipped onto the bar by Hinchliffe and then drilled back in. It's a goal for the visitors. And it's Omar Beckles who smashes it home. It was a brilliant save initially from Ben Hinchliffe.
First things first, I'm not having it that Omar Beckles is a real footballer. He's just another in a long line of footy manager regens. See also that goalkeeper who played for Man City in the Cup the other week, who I'd never heard of. Like, now he's just appeared at the age of 29. You know, like when halfway through your game, when you're like 10 years into a game, and then you load new leagues, and they have to fill them up with like made up experienced players. And you get some like 29-year-old that's been banging the goal and just appear from nowhere. And that's how it feels. I keep seeing it in the World Cup. These players.
I was just about to say, the USA keeper who's Arsenal's number 2.
Yeah, Matt Turner.
Where? What?
Yeah, he joined in summer. Yeah.
Oh, forgot. Arsenal's your second team, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, my dad's a Londoner, so Arsenal's a big part actually. I mean, if County were to play him, this is like I think I said this to one of his. Well, a while back actually, to get through against Charlton on Saturday, like my dream has always been to get Arsenal at Arsenal. Well, it would have been Highbury, but Emirates, bring them back to Edgley Park and beat them. That'd be like the ultimate. But yeah, Arsenal, big thing for the family.
Nice. So you can like officially and with authenticity walk around singing "My Old Man." Man's Londoner.
I've done it before. Yeah. Yeah. I think my dad's watching or listening. So big ups, Baz.
Nice.
He actually came with me to the game on Saturday. So yeah, good day out to be with my dad, but not the result that we wanted. The first time we've seen County get beat. There's been a lot of times. In whatever, how many years have I been going now? What's 86? 87, sorry. 87. How long ago was that?
35, because that's how old I am.
35 years. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we've seen a lot.
No, I know you're right, lads. I don't look it.
Oh, yeah, sorry. That's what's coming to next.
I mean, let's go back to the game. Go back to the goal. That save from Hinchliffe. I'd be really disappointed if that was the keeper. I'm Hinchliffe. And I make that save, and then there's nobody getting the follow up. Yeah. I mean, I know it's straight out to him. You can pick holes in it and stuff, but it's a really clever finish. But it's always annoying as a goalkeeper when you make a save or you do your initial job, and nobody gets the follow up.
Yeah, you'd be super pissed, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, how many times you see those things cannon off somebody when that second shot comes in and it just one of them, it just fired straight in, wasn't it? I couldn't work out again from where I was sat. I didn't know whether he'd got a touch on it or whether it just hit the post and come out. But yeah, fantastic save, wasn't it? But you would be. I felt sorry for him.
Yeah, really good save. Just think if you got like an extra inch on it, it'd be wide. But then he'd have probably scored from the corner. So knowing how look.
Yeah, I think they were odds on to beat us anyway, weren't they? To be fair to them, the way they played, so fair dues. It was some hit.
It's not particularly worth getting arsey about or anything, though. I don't think. To be fair, I saw someone saying like Hinchliffe's terrible and what have you. Someone sat in front of me, and I was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to move here. This is it." But no. Generally, I think people were pretty accepting. Boos for the ref at the end.
I was going to say there was more about the ref that I saw than anything, because he was poor for both teams. My mate sat next to me, livid with the ref all the way through the match. I mean, he'd had a few to drink, and he was sat there saying that he was going to go and wait for the ref outside the ground, give him a piece of his mind.
That's silly talk.
Yeah, don't think he did.
Probably still there now.
Yeah. Yeah, weird one for the ref. But then, we've always complained about the refs, haven't we? Even in National League North. It's just you've both got to deal with the ref, haven't you? So
there were two penalty shouts then for us, which I should have clipped them up really, rather than messing around getting the Leyton Orient goals that no one's going to care about. I should probably have got our two penalty shouts. But for what it's worth, if anyone cares, I thought the first one on Madden before their second goal, I didn't think there was much in that. But the one on Wootton in the dying seconds, I thought was... I don't think it was a nailed-on penalty. I mean, judging by the VAR decisions in the World Cup last couple of days, it definitely wasn't a nailed-on penalty. But yeah, as John and Sam said on commentary, though, he was looking for it, which I think kind of counted against him. But I thought he had a great game again, Wootton. With the service he got. Obviously, the service dried up as the game went on, but I just think the way he puts himself about... I was saying this to him, mate. It's like... it must be horrible being a target man. I mean, I'm a big wimp anyway, but just being a target man in football, like if someone goes, because if you're a target man, someone's going to go through you like first 5 minutes, and you've got to get up and still have like the mindset to keep going at it for another 85 minutes, and that just blows my mind. That
thankless task, innit?
Yeah,
well, that's
especially when you get people giving you abuse because a lot of football fans don't understand what a target man does.
Yeah, no, it's thankless task, and it takes like do you think of the mental strength and resilience you have to do that? It's just unbelievable. Talking to strikers, Phil Lloyd shows we're not too far off. Absolutely agree with that. Another striker on the books in January, and we'll be right.
I think Phil's going to get his Christmas wish there.
What Santa bringing?
Well,
striker.
I think everyone's heard by now, haven't they? I think they must have been doing the rounds for long enough. But yeah, it's if what we've heard is true, it's going to boil the piss of a certain club that we enjoyed boiling the piss of. It's not Paul Mullin, so sit down.
So we shall leave that there because we don't want to say something we're not allowed to say. Anything more about the Leyton Orient match?
Summed it up there, aren't we? Poor refereeing or poor officiating. I think one of the linesmen was a bit. I don't know. Did you see that one? Who was through? Was it on the right hand side, kicking towards Cheadle end, and he got flagged offside? It looked like the ball through was. I can't remember. Was it Hippolyte who cut in, and he got flagged off? Second half. Can't remember. But
that liner on the main stand side, I don't know why he bothered turning up that liner on that side. He just seemed just unwilling to. I don't think he realised he had a flag. Because anytime there's any decision, he just stood there looking gormless. Like, I was sat there looking gormless, so I could have just gone and been a liner for 90 minutes. It wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have made a difference. And we might have got a decision.
Yeah, they were poor. Not much more to say about that game, was there, really? First half good, second half kind of average.
Yeah, pretty much. What I think we've discussed this on the show before, but what level are we going to get to where you're like, oh, these refs are right? I think it's Championship. I think Championship is a level where, because then you're getting the ones who are actually good and are on the way up to the Premier League.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be it. So we just have to hurry up and get to Championship.
I think it's just. I don't think when you get to the Championship it's any different. It's just of the level. They might keep up with play and things and that, but I just think it's the same. You see it in the Prem as well. Make mistakes all the time. I think the issues in the. I mean, we should probably get Dave Philbin back on because he's a ref, isn't he? Or maybe Darren Bowden or one of the refs that we've got as a fan. But it's the investment in the grassroots, as it is with everything. Yeah. That's where it is. Having been there when I've seen a 13-year-old ref getting pelters from grown men at under 10s. Yeah. Who wants to be a ref? That's why the standard's so crap.
If you're 13 and you desperately want to be a referee, the chances are you're probably getting abused and shouted at school all through the week. So why would you want to do it, on a Sunday and a Saturday as well? I see it like walking around the parks, because that's what I do all day. I just walk around the parks all day. And you'll see games going on, and it just some of the abuse you see towards referees. It's like, well, why would anyone want to get into this? Horrible, absolutely grim. I must say though, last thing on Leyton Orient, I thought it was a fantastic following from the Leyton Orient fans. Really good. Yeah, big fan of that. More power to the Orient Massive.
You kept that one in the bag, didn't you?
Yeah.
You little shit. No, well, you know my feelings. Yeah. I'm not saying
feelings, Gus.
Yeah, I'm not. You know my feelings, and I'm sticking by it. And everyone got the wrong end of the stick, but there we go.
People, you'll find that people do that. I've said stuff that people have got the wrong end of the stick with, and I didn't get any defence from you, Russell.
Of course you did, privately.
Straight to the heart of the matter. Yeah. Don't tell anyone, Nick, but I think you were right there. Yeah, that's about the size of it, isn't it? Shit house.
No, but I stand by what I said. And I think there was a tweet came out from the 72 that sort of kind of confirmed it as well with statistics. So, yeah, people just compared apples with pears, didn't they? And then I don't know. It seems like it's very popular.
Apples and pears are quite similar, though.
Yeah, but they're not the same.
That's why the saying's apples and oranges, because apples and oranges are two inherently different things. But you could easily, if you were stumbling around in the dark, trying to find a bit of fruit to eat, and you accidentally picked up a pear, you could quite conceivably think, "Oh, I've got myself a nice apple there." Have you ever done that where it's dark and you've got a drink and you go to drink it? So the other night I had some. I thought I had some Vimto cordial by the bed. Went for a swig of it, thinking it was, and it wasn't. It was orange cordial, and it was just like mind blown because your mouth is expecting Vimto, and then you get like Kiora orange instead, and it's just. I mean, yeah, you started this with your apples and pears, Russ. If you've got the saying right in the first place.
Well, it is comparing apples with pears, but if you don't know the difference between apples and pears in the dark, then I'm not surprised you're single. To be quite honest.
Yeah, that's the issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my problem.
When you're fumbling around in the dark. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on.
I've done some of my best fumbling in the dark, I'll have you know. Award-nominated fumbling. And then the older lads came and
stole it off us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the bastards. So, yeah. If we're top of the league when we go to Leyton Orient, I'm sure we'll take more than 735, whatever it is. So that's all I'm going to say, because that was my point. Anyway, didn't ask for people to tell me about how much train fares cost and things like that.
How much do the train fares cost?
I've no idea.
idea.
Oh, Benji's gone. Benji's had enough. Anyway, that's the Leyton Orient match done. Moving on, Charlton before we get on to Charlton, we had a match last night, didn't we? Was it Fleetwood or was that today?
You've Cup Fleetwood was last night. Yeah, Fleetwood ran out very close, 1-0 winners, I believe. Yeah.
Yes, and he's back.
Sorry, the dog's whinging to go out.
Yeah, Youth Cup narrow defeat. I know Fleetwood are League One, and they've probably got the same level of academy as us, I'm guessing. I mean, I don't know. Not done any research. But
they've got very good facilities for a club that was basically only formed like 15 years ago.
Yeah, a lot of investment.
Effectively, it's the investment.
Yeah, and it's probably still like still newly built in it, and still got the paint's probably still fresh on it. But they've had time to bed in their youth academy and things like that. So I don't see that as a bad result, to be honest.
I don't. A new youth team coming up against. Yeah. It seems like from keeping an eye on the Twitter feed and what have you, it seems to run them pretty good. I know the club. I think the club are putting highlights up as well, so I'm sure we'll get to see. But yeah. If you're running a team like that close, it's a good sign for the future. And it's good to see young Cody involved again as well. My boy Cody.
Yeah, Keen Barra.
Keane Barrett, who's been in the... It's a shame that all these great players coming through the academy are all midfielders, isn't it?
yeah. Like we need more of them.
Yeah.
Jack Jones at the back.
You're a fan of that, yeah.
I quite like that one. Yeah.
Not Jack Jones from the band Trampoline and Peter Doherty's guitarist, but another Jack Jones, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would.
He's a busy man. I won't put it past him.
He must be getting on though. The Jack Jones you've just talked about.
But yeah, he's probably like 30 or something. Yeah,
30, getting on. Okay, no.
You started it. You said he's getting on. I was like, well, he's got youthful enthusiasm, something that we're sadly lacking.
Yeah, I'm definitely lacking it. I'm lacking it for this podcast at the moment, to be honest. Should we talk about Charlton on Saturday?
Please, yeah, do it.
Benji, you going?
Yes, yeah, going. Looking forward to it. Never been to Charlton actually, so
same.
I kind of, depending on who we field, kind of fancy it. I think we might get something.
You reckon?
Yeah, I do actually. I don't know why. I've just got. Who did they play recently? I watched the highlights and I just thought, nah, we've got a chance. Yeah, we're having them. I don't know. They're going to want to win. Whoever's on that pitch is going to want to win because they're going to want third round tie, hopefully. So you'd like to think they'll put in the performance. Yeah, I don't know. Just kind of fancy it. I hope so. I know it'll be a long journey back to get smashed, but I can't see that happening. But who knows?
I mean, I'm going on doing a little preview for a Charlton podcast after this, so I'll need to be done by 8:15, Russell.
I know.
Don't be keeping me out past my bloody bedtime again. Oh, Grace, for such a bad influence. But I will be telling them we've got a very good history in the FA Cup in the past 5 or 6 years. We've beaten any number of teams. Well, how many teams from a higher league have we beaten since Gannon came back? So we had Yeovil.
Yeah.
We've had Rochdale in the behind closed doors season. We've had Bolton.
That's it.
And I think there was a couple of National League teams who were in National League North as well that we beat.
Yeah.
Well.
Did we beat Harrogate once?
We beat Harrogate away. In the FA Cup, yeah. So it's I fancy us, mate. Same as Bolton last year. I think it's a free hit, innit? But
yeah.
Do what we're doing, and I won't be surprised if we brought them back to Edgeley Park.
Just as you said that, John Billsbury free hit Saturday, love result. Yeah, don't want me too downcast. That's exactly how I feel about it. I just can't stop thinking about that game where they were 4-2 down in injury time, and they brought it back to 4-4. Was it Ipswich they played?
Yes, I think it was Ipswich. Yeah.
So I can't help thinking that they're going to be just a lot better than us. But I don't know. I mean, I don't feel like we'll get slapped. Same going into like last Saturday's match. No one's gonna slap us. So
no. You guys going Saturday?
I'm not.
Yeah. I'm going on the coach. And I think it's the first time I've gone to an away match on the coach since we played Middlesbrough in the Coca-Cola Cup in 1997.
I was on one of them coaches. Yeah. Which coach you on? You got with
Bredby Con Club.
Right. I'm on the Crofter.
Nice. Yeah. So I said to my lad, we need to go on the coach sometime, and this seems like the perfect one because I've never been to Charlton before, and it was 40 quid for a car to park.
Mad. 45, I think, wasn't it? Was it 45?
I think it's 45, which I think is not too... I mean, if you think about it, it's not too bad. If you get 4 in the car, petrol, but then it's 35 quid on the coach.
Oh, it's madness, isn't it? I can't believe what I was reading. It's like outrageous, no?
Yeah. It was 7 quid to park at Tranmere.
Right.
I thought that was decent. I thought, well, my history with parking fines isn't great, so I thought 7 quid's that's all right.
Yeah.
So I'm going. I don't know
you
how
kind
many.
of cautiously optimistic as well, Russ. How are you feeling about it? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, I don't think anyone will slap us. I don't know. I just think I would. If you'd have asked me before Saturday, I'd have said, yeah, I'm up for it. But Saturday, we showed that we're vulnerable Saturday against a team that are better. They're clearly not miles better than us, but they were slightly better than us, and they played the game. They played their game and played the game as well. If you know what I mean.
I think we'll be. I think the bulk of the atmosphere on Saturday will be coming from our fans. I don't think Charlton have sold that many. I don't think they're opening the whole stadium for it. I might be wrong, but I think they're doing one of them. So it'll be a bit of a subdued home following turning up just expecting a win and what have you. And I think that's same with Bolton last season. It's the kind of thing that we can feed off and use to our advantage.
That will be an our advantage. I mean, the tickets, what were they? £10 adult, £5 kids. So don't want to talk about attendances again and support, but I'd be surprised. That's the sort of thing. If you're at home, just go along. You might get people who aren't regulars going along, might you? So those sort of matches.
Yeah.
But I have no expectations of what their attendance will be. I don't even know how many we're taking.
You better get your spreadsheet ready, Russ, before Saturday.
Well, normally
permutations.
Normally, Left Bollocks doing the old dot pervert stuff, and he keeps on WhatsApping me, but he's not done it for the Charlton one.
Weird, isn't it? Too many dots to count.
Possibly,
maybe.
I get updates on the hour every hour about for the Rochdale one. He was giving me updates. But yeah,
it should be good for you. We should get him on here as like a dot correspondent.
Like Ollie off Family Guy.
Yeah.
It's
flying out.
I've not been to Charlton before. It's weird. This isn't the first time we've played him since. I think we talked about this the other week, didn't we? I don't even know.
I think County tweeted about it, didn't they?
Yeah.
2010.
2010,
yeah.
On our way, on our way down, yeah, it was 2010, yeah.
Gonna have to get the dog. Sorry, mate. 1 second.
Why don't you ever take me outside when we're doing the podcast with us?
What, for a piss?
yeah. Just a piss and a leg stretch. Yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
Best guest ever.
Does that mean? Is it a he or a she?
It's a he. It's a rascal.
Does that mean he won't? Oh no, he will bark.
Well. Like a zoo.
Me. I look like another dog.
Yeah. Funny.
So yeah, desperate to go to Charlton away. It's one of the ones that I was glad when we got him because I've not been there. Big ground. Yeah. So yeah. Anything more about the Charlton match?
Well, little Russ on his day out. His little coach trip. Oh.
Yay!
Oh, that's gonna be good, isn't
That'd be good. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get to that third round, mate. It's always ace, isn't it? We'll get through and then draw someone really naff, won't we? Away, and it'll be like they'll beat us, and they'll be like, that's that the season.
Yeah. It'd be Reading or something like that if we get through.
I was going to say, what's the worst championship game we could get? But yeah, Reading away is pretty much as dull and uninspiring as it gets. Yeah.
On the coach thing, I said to Dan, my son, we're going to go on the coach. And he went, oh, how long are we going to be on it? I said, probably a long time, mate. It's London, isn't it? He went, oh, is my bum going to hurt? I was like, what? Do you mean your bum going to hurt? He went, well, when we went to Nebworth.
What type of coach is this?
I know. He went, when we went to Nebworth, my ass was killing me on the way back. I went, we didn't say anything. I said, it might not hurt. I don't know. What are you asking me for? Your bum's going to hurt. Jesus.
He's truly your son, isn't he, Russ? Just plagued with weird worries.
I know. I don't know. Just comment in. Does anybody else's son or daughter say, a concern that their bum's going to hurt on the coach? I don't know. I don't remember ever that. I don't remember ever thinking that when I was a kid on all the coaches that I went on as a kid to away matches.
I do. Cinema seats. I have a nightmare in the cinema.
Really?
When I went to watch that Avengers Endgame, you're in there for about 3.5 hours long.
Yeah.
You come out like blinking into the light, like not be able to move your legs. Oh no, it's horrible. Ugh. Good film though.
Yeah, very good film.
Hopefully your film on Saturday will be as good as my film was. The film that is the football match.
Right, okay, got you. Right.
I'm postmodern, Russ.
Benji, it's not just me, is it?
No, it's not just you.
Right, okay. Fucking hell.
Yeah. I was thinking, how are you going to get back and go to the cinema? If back at like midnight or something.
I think it's because I'm back in Stockport. It's driving me a bit loopy.
Yeah,
maybe.
You were, yeah.
I was a much more tolerable person in Manchester, wasn't I, Russ?
Yeah. Oh God. So how many grounds have you been to, Benji?
Oh God.
Do you not keep a record?
I need to try and work this out. Out of like the current 92 or just in total? It's got to be
just in total.
Oh man. 60, 70, maybe 70. Yeah, push. I'm going to try and work this out. Actually, it'll be a lot. Yeah, it'll be a lot.
Can I recommend getting the Footballogy app, and you can track all your games, and it tells you how many you've been.
What's it called? Sorry,
Footballogy, I think.
Footballogy, right? Okay.
Yeah, you have to pay now.
What?
I know it's not. No, it was called Groundhopper, then they changed it to Footballogy.
Yeah,
just
perfect name for it.
Just keep it Groundhopper. I mean, come on. But you have to pay now to access some of the fixtures from like 2 or 3 years ago and beyond. But I got in there before they did that, so I think I've been to something like 67 grounds.
Right. Yeah. No, I will do. Yeah.
I think I'm on about 60 odd.
How many?
I must have been about 60 odd. But then National League North ones will take it up.
Yeah.
So I'm about 60 odd of like Football League grounds that have been Football League grounds, and then probably like 40 or 50 like non-league shitholes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would need some help with it. I think my memory's terrible. Johnny runs Classic County. Is probably a good man to do that because we went to quite a few away games back then. So hit me up.
Yeah, I will put a post in. I will put a link in the comments. I'll put a link to the name. I don't think I could put a link to the app itself. I'm sure that you can do that, but I don't know how to do that. So I'll do that. But there is a warning. I think you've got to pay for any fixtures that you want to put in like a year ago or 2 years ago or something.
No.
So that's good. Yeah, my mate Steve, who is a groundhopper, he's in Mexico at the minute, going to football matches, and he's been to like nearly 300. Unbelievable.
Wow. Yeah.
But he's an Oldham fan, so he's got an excuse, hasn't he?
Yeah. So he's already got very upset in a variety of different places. So it doesn't really matter if he adds a few
it doesn't matter where he gets upset. Yeah, it doesn't matter where he goes.
Yeah, he'll be getting upset when he sees Alex Reed's lack of pressing in about a week and a half's time.
Yeah,
he'll be getting very annoyed at that. I love this with the. Obviously, I'm sure like regular viewers and listeners will know like we're mates with the lads from the Oldham podcast, and so obviously with them just basically signing half of our unwanted players, we've kind of had a situation where they say, "Oh, what's this player like?" But they don't like hearing anything bad, do they?
No, they don't.
They really don't.
Doesn't, does he?
No, he's just like, "No, we're not getting relegated." It's like I was saying that like on the way to Kidderminster away. So
yeah.
It's like we're going to do it today. Is the day we're going to do it?
Yeah,
fine. So they're having a horrible time of it, and it's just getting worse, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, the County 83, does it have the old grounds? Yes, it does have the old ground names. I'll post a link to the app. They're a bit. Are we not downgrading the Oldham lads to acquaintances? Like on Football Manager. Now that they beat us in that final, they'll downgrade them to acquaintances.
Acquaintances, and then it goes down to has no opinion on you. That's the next one down, isn't it? If they beat us to an award next year, then that'll be it. Yeah, no opinion, and then it'll be actively dislikes if we lose out again. Fair enough, isn't it?
Yeah,
we're getting them on next week, aren't we? We're doing a World Cup.
Well, yeah, we've offered. I'm just waiting for a reply.
I've got clips and everything. We've got to do a World Cup episode.
Yeah.
Every game I've watched, I've been making a note of ridiculous stuff that the commentators are saying, so I can have the little clips. So, if you're saying this has all been for nothing, Russ,
I know we're going to go into admin now, but I've said we'll do it. How do they want to do it? I'm open, and no one's replied, so I don't know what to do. So yeah, we'll ping him again. I'll ask him a third time. There we go.
Well, we're here. How are we enjoying the World Cup then? How are we?
Yeah,
it's been surprisingly all right, hasn't it?
Yeah. I've enjoyed it. Yeah, 4 games a day. How can you not enjoy?
I know.
Yeah. Almost makes me forget about like the deaths and the human rights abuses. when Germany are getting done by Japan and Argentina are getting done by Saudi Arabia, it makes you think, is it worth it? You know, England are just fantastic. So, what's not to like?
I mean, I'm not surprised it's good. You know, all that aside, if you think about the football, the World Cups are always good. Do you remember the World Cup where there was like in the first 6 matches there was 5 red cards?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it was 2018 or one before
is
that.
it 14 or 18? I can't remember which one, but yeah, I think it was 18.
Yeah, and everyone was going, "Oh, it's going mad! Oh, red cards everywhere." Yeah, and then it stopped, and then it went back to normal. The thing now is, oh, look at the extra time that's been added on.
Yeah,
40 minutes here, 10 minutes there.
They've put something up before on one of the games. It said something like there's been 142 minutes added on already, or something crazy.
Yeah.
But isn't it like a new rule change where they're stopping the clock when the ball's out of play?
Yeah, they're saying. I think it's saying that the ball's in play for something like 57 minutes on average, which is crazy.
Surely it's just like a fact. There's a short walk between doing that and then just turning into American football, isn't there?
Yeah.
I think it's a line that needs to be towed carefully for me. I mean, you don't mind like 3 weeks of stoppage time when you're chasing a goal, but when you're like,
it's going to down, teams are going to come and stuck, aren't they? Big time.
Yeah, that's it. It'll be horrible.
Yeah.
Just imagine that us 1-0 up in a semi-final, and then you get like the ball goes up
against Arsenal.
Yeah. Be all right. You're something to cheer either way.
Oh, but you're wounded.
Yeah, there's more subs though, isn't there, as well? So
yeah,
did they say 30 seconds per sub, don't they?
30 seconds per sub, and I think they said 90 seconds for celebrations.
You've not seen me.
Oh wow!
I'd be at least 3 minutes.
Yeah, just like
yeah.
You're doing all sorts. Yeah, the worm.
But wasn't it great to see Jack Grealish doing that for that little lad? Even though Jack Grealish is basically Bez by this point, he's basically the Bez of football.
He's gonna have to keep rolling out, isn't he?
Does nothing all season, and then just gets to go on the pitch up the end. But yeah, fair play to him. Good lad. Look, that seems to be a common theme in the England squad now. It's just a set of good lads.
Yeah,
I think that'll be Southgate's biggest legacy. I think is that they're actually decent human beings as well as footballers.
They're likable, aren't they?
Mm.
Yeah, I nearly cried when Saka scored.
Oh,
when he scored his second, I was just, oh god,
beautiful moment. Yeah.
What a guy! Redemption.
It was, mate. All those racist keyboard warriors, kind of like,
show him. Yeah,
it's in England, punching the buttons. Yeah, what a lad.
And Marcus Rashford remembering he's a footballer as well.
Brilliant. First, I mean, that defender, he's probably still running that way now, isn't he? But fair play. I think that was like his first 3 touches, was it? So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm obviously not a United fan in the slightest, but I've seen a lot of games, and he's come like like a year ago, he would have just leathered that first time, and it probably would have come through somebody's windows. But fair play. Yeah, great goal.
Yeah, I fully expected him to just completely leather it when he got in on the keeper. I thought this could go anywhere. This, my word, and nice controlled finish.
What about a quick mention for Callum Wilson as well?
Yeah,
squaring it and not going for it. Like that
30 years old in your first World Cup.
Yeah, exactly.
Square it.
Yeah. That says to me, when you've seen other teams in the past that you think are on it, like I don't know, loads of players score, but it's not the striker like Kane did, and then you get a striker that passes like that. If that was Spain or France, you'd be like, ooh, tasty, wouldn't you? They're all together, they're on it.
Yeah.
And now it's us. I'm not naive, it's we might fall flat against the USA and maybe Wales, but it was a really, really good start, wasn't it, against I think a decent Iran team.
20th in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, if they turned up and had a bit of ambition, actually tried to counter like Saudi Arabia did against Argentina, like Japan did against Germany, then they could have got something against us. You know what I mean? But the fact that we were just ruthless, which is something we've only been doing since Southgate's been manager, which that's what gets me so angry when people are slagging him off. It's like, what obviously it'd be nice to win somewhere, but it's not. Maybe I'm just different. Maybe the way it's been going at County the last few years, I'm just happy that with the ride we're on, I don't kind of need anything else to keep me going.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't see that. I don't understand the hate for Southgate. I mean, I remember same with you, Benji. 1990 probably. I remember 1990.
Yeah.
Didn't even qualify in 94. 98 was the Michael Owen bit when we went out with a whimper against Argentina. So to have a team that you can easily say has a chance against all the other teams to win it. All right, we might not win it, but we've got a chance because you need a lot of luck. I just like it. I think he's got him playing pretty well.
He's kind of buried all them curses that we've had before, like not beating anyone decent in the knockouts. Well, we beat Germany at the Euros. Not won a penalty shootout. Done that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's not to like?
Yeah, you never know.
And I don't understand who he'd be replaced with anyway. Who no one wants to manage internationally anymore. It's not the big draw it used to be.
You just got to look at who he replaced.
Exactly, a crook.
Who we could have had. Here's who we could have had probably for the next 2 or 3 years at the time, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, if Allardyce was still England manager, we'd still have Wayne Rooney like running around and sweating. Like still, like.
Yeah. What do you think of it, Benji? Are you pro Southgate or what?
Yeah, not really, actually.
Ooh, okay.
Again, I wouldn't know. I mean, who would you then slot in who's available? I mean, there's all sorts of talk. I'm not a massive fan of having like anyone who isn't English managing the national team. I don't know why that one is always the same for me. Yeah, it just seems a bit to get that kind of passion. I mean, Southgate's, you can see that he's got that when they win and he gives it the big one and all of that. But they're talking Pochettino, weren't there, and somebody else potentially, Arsene Wenger. And I was like, I don't know. You want an Englishman, don't you, to kind of like do that job? But then who is there that would jump into that role right now? I don't know. Not too sure there is anyone that you would.
I mean,
really go
Eddie
for.
Howe would be an idiot to leave Newcastle now because they're going to be going on quite the ride. Yeah, maybe in the future potentially, depending on how that rolls out. But yeah,
I'd like to see Eddie Howe to have it at some point. That'd be pretty good. But then if he has if he suddenly has a downturn at Newcastle, maybe gets into another job and has another downturn, he'll never be England manager, will he?
No.
No.
Yeah, it's got to work now, hasn't it? I think it's got to work at Newcastle, otherwise it's slippery slope down maybe.
Yeah.
I think Newcastle will be top 6 at least this year. Anyway, I wouldn't be surprised if they got into the top 4 with a couple of signings in January.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, and they'll just keep on getting better because they've got the money behind them now. So
yeah, and they're not being stupid. Like when City first won the lottery and were just signing anyone and everyone and just signing players who didn't fit. But you can tell he does his own. There's actually a plan there, and it's. I mean, you'll get the usual people taking the piss, like, "Oh, richest club in the world, and you can't even win the league." It's like, well, no, it's quite clear it takes time to go from like being relegation candidates every year, to where they are now. Yeah, fair play to him.
Yeah, but just back slightly back to Southgate. He's quite loyal, isn't he, Southgate? Like I was hoping that Maguire wouldn't play or start because he's been rubbish for United. But he's really good for England for some reason.
He's one bad game for England in that Nations League against Germany. When everyone, same with Sterling. Sterling's had a poor season, but quality for England, and it was again the other day.
Yeah, nearly called that the head of at the bar said to Simon, the owner of Basque, because it was coming out, said Maguire 1-0. It was like, bang.
So
he kind of really could have done with that goal, couldn't he? But he got the assist as well, didn't he, for one of them? Did he get the assist?
Yes, for Saka.
Oh, for Saka. That's right.
Nodded down for Saka, didn't he? Did he hit the bar against somebody in the last tournament? I seem to remember.
He scored a couple as well last tournament, didn't he?
Yeah. Did he not hit the bar against Croatia in the World Cup 4 years ago?
I blanked that night out.
Or against Italy in the final? I can't remember. So sure somebody will tweet. But yeah. Hey, there we go. So yeah, looking forward to that. Looking forward to the Friday night, England USA. I've got a friend in America, and he was up at 7:00 in Little Rock in a bar watching England play. That was good for him.
Bless him.
Yeah. I said to him, "Is it?" Go on.
Was he one of the ones shouting "You suck" at the referee?
Probably, yeah.
Fantastic. I love that.
No, he messaged me. I said, "Is it busy?" And he went, "Yeah, it's busy." So then I didn't ask him to send me a picture, but he did, and there was about 4 people in there. It's like, is that busy in Little Rock? Let me show you a picture of Basque. Yeah, have that.
Yeah, I was jumping in there. It was a good atmosphere in Basque. Brilliant, it was. Yeah.
Yeah. That was funny. Right, you need to shoot, Nick, so we might as well wrap it up. Because you've got an interview to do, haven't you, with the Charlton Athletic BBC correspondent?
BBC? Oh, it's with BBC? Oh,
yeah,
God.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, best go and have a wash, Anna.
Yeah. Best foot forward.
Yeah, I don't have one of them.
It's been a bit of a weird one tonight, hasn't it? Been a bit of a weird podcast tonight. It feels like everyone's watching the football and we're just sat here talking about.
I think you've been in a very strange mood, to be honest, Russ. I'd like you to be back to normal next week, please.
Okay, I'll be back to normal next week.
It throws me off when you're all weird and go off on tangents.
Well, talking about next week, we're hoping to have James Jennings on next week.
Nice.
So that'll be good. And then we've got some guests lined up for, we've got the Christmas quiz coming up, the football quiz around Christmas. I need to get that right. Yeah, and before you know it...
You know I'm not going to be behaving, don't you? I will not be on my good behaviour that night. That's my Christmas do. I'm not going to my work's Christmas do. So this is my Christmas do. I'm going to show up half cut. I'm
not going to my work's Christmas do either, so it'll be my Christmas do. Should we make it our Christmas do?
It's our Christmas do, yeah. But just remember that you're hosting a quiz and keeping control of me. So
yes, okay.
So maybe just the one for you.
Yes. But yeah, that could be our podcast Christmas do, can't it? There you go. Right, Benji, thank you so much for coming on. Is this your hat trick now? Or is this your
second? Yeah,
second. This is second. Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll get you back on for your hat trick at some point. You don't win anything. You don't get anything. It's not soccer.
My pleasure. I love it. Yeah.
Good stuff. Nick, as always, thanks for being there for me.
Mate. Thank you for being there for me.
Okay, thanks everybody for listening and watching. If you're still around, do please like the podcast, like the video. We're on 15 at the moment. Let's bump that up and rate and review us on whatever podcast player you are listening to us on. Thank you very much, and we shall see you next week. Ta-da!